Hello, everyone, and thank you to Puan Anis. Today, our group will gonna present on our design project, which is on this C40142. So this is our members. So I'm gonna talk about beam. So number one is beam B1 to 2. So Ly over Lx is two-way spanning. Loading analysis. So in this one, we'll get the total action, to design action, Vmax and Mx. So next is determination of cross section. So in this part, we take assume of 275, which is thickness less than 40 mm, and so you will get the WPL, and by getting that, we'll be able to determine the cross section that we have chosen, which is the 178 times 102 times 19 universal beam. So number two is classification of CS, flange subjected to compression web. So both of them is in class 1. So number two is shear resistance. We get VED, and then we get that VED is smaller than VCRD, so it's okay. So number two, so the fifth step is shear buckling for web. So web, this one, we get that HW over TW is less than 72 E over N. So shear buckling checking is not required. So next is bending moment resistance. So we get that MED is smaller than MCRD, so it's okay. So number 7 is combined bending and shear resistance. So VED is smaller, so it's okay. So lastly is vertical deflection, which is N S max is smaller than S allowable, so it's okay. So this is the beam that we have chosen for the classification. So this is the picture. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Muhammad Danial bin Sufizan. My meeting number is 01DKA20F2013. So I will continue the presentation about steel structure design. I just calculate the column, so I choose the section 203 multiply 133 multiplies 30. So I get the NED is 222.52 kN, and then I move to the classification of section. So I just calculate flange and web. So this all flange and web is in class 1, and then I move to the YY and ZZ. So I get the 0.64 and ZZ is 1.75. So I move to the NCRD. So NED is less than NCRD, so this is okay. So we just continue calculate the NBRD. So I just calculate all, just include in formula. So buckling curve for YY is A and buckling curve for ZZ is B. So just search in Unicode, then include to the formula. So I get the NBYRD is NED is less than NBYRD, so this is okay. So I move to ZZ axis. Just I calculate to the include the formula. So NED less than NBZRD, so this is okay. So thanks, that's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, so Assalamualaikum to Puan and Satuan. Okay, my name is Muhammad FAIZ bin Muhammad Firdaus, and my metric number is 01DKA20F2015. Today, I am going to explain about my part, which is I do about the roof trusses. So, okay, so this is the step. Okay, first we must find the NED for tension and compression. Okay, for tension, the NED is 5.16 and for compression is 7.05 kN. So the section that I choose is 100 times 75 times 8, and the steel grade is F275. Okay, so first we must calculate the for tension member, which is we must compare NED with NTRD. So NTRD we have NPLRD, which is the formula is AFY over YM naught, and the NURD is 0.9 and then FU over YM2. So I calculate, and we get the for NPLRD and NURD. and the lowest is NURD. So we compare the NED with NURD, which is 5.16 kN is small from 363.47 kN. Okay, so next, this is the step for compression member. You must compare NED with NCRD and NED with NBRD. So we choose the small one. Okay, so first the NCRD, this is the formula, and we get 371.250 kN. Okay, so this is the NBRD formula. There is a lot of formula, and we must find the that's all of the thing. So okay, so this is the final answer for NBRD. So the answer is 8168 kN, and we compare with the NED for compression 7.75 kN, and which is small from NBRD 81.68 kN. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is KEATTISAK and my matrix number is 01DKA20F2008. I'll now be presenting about the check the design resistance of bolt member in figure 3. As you can see on the left hand side, it is the information needed, and then the first step is shear resistance per bolt. So the answer is 94.08 kilonewtons. Alright, so the second step is to find the bearing resistance per bolt. So to find it, first we need to find the value of AB to put into the equation. So out of the 4 points here on the left hand side, the smallest one is 0.76, so that is our AB value. And then next is to find the value of K1. So out of the two equations here, the K1 that is most suitable is 2.5 because it is the smallest out of the two. So after that, we can find the bearing resistance per bolt, which is 50.98 kilonewtons for end bolts and inner bolts respectively. Now the third step is to find the tensile resistance of cover plates. Before that, we need to find the value of A net, which is 3680 millimeter square. After that, we put it into the equation, and then we get the answer 1139.33 kilonewtons, which is the tensile resistance of cover plates. Now the final step, step 4, is to find the tensile resistance of bolt. So after calculating, it is 141.12 kilonewtons. Now I will be presenting about the design output drawing. So I used SketchUp to draw the drawings. So this is the drawing of the beam. So the section designation that I use is 610 times 229 times 125. So now this is the drawing of the column. So the section designation that I use is 203 times 203 times 60. And finally, this is the steel roof truss that I draw using SketchUp. Alright, so that is all from me. Thank you.